Today I'm working on a project. I'm going to be modifying my Ibanez RG550. That's this guitar right here. This 550 is the Genesis series. It's got the 5-piece maple and walnut neck, and this guitar is pretty much the guitar that I've been learning on for the past just about 2 years now. I think it's a 2019 guitar. I'm the second owner of this guitar, so I picked it up at a discount, which is usually what I prefer to do. Anyway, this guitar, my plan is to, I really like the RG series. I really like the feel of the neck. I've played a bunch of different guitars, and this really is the one that I'm settling in on. And I also own a 2550, which is the prestige version of the Ibanez RG, and it's got the upgraded DiMarzio. It's got an Air Norton and a tone zone, and it's got a what is this? This is called the something true. I think it's the True Velvet. So it's got a Air Norton, a tone zone, and a True Velvet. And I mean, this guitar really sounds, it's got more it's got more texture, and I think it's got more punch, and it just has, it seems to have a broader, wider sound to it than the stock pickups that are in the RG. And what I want to do is I want to use this guitar primarily as my tuned down guitar. So I'm going to use it mainly to learn some Van Halen stuff, and it'll be my drop tuning. I'm going to tune it down a half step. So I'm also going to do some Stevie Ray Vaughan work with this guitar, and I really like the half step down, the E flat tuning. So I'm going to use that tuning on this guitar, and I'm going to leave the other, the RG250, that one I'll leave tuned to standard tuning. So I'm not going to modify this one. This one sounds great. It feels great. I love the feeling of the neck. It's got a bound neck. It's just a little fatter than the RG, but I've only owned this one for about just a little while, so I'm still learning this guitar. I've had some tuning stability problems with the Edge Zero tremolo, and I removed the block on the back of it. So the guitars, this one is from 2008. This one's 2008, and it's got a different jack plate on the back than the 2019. So they're, and they also have a different neck joint. I really like the neck joint on the RG. It's what I'm familiar with. It's more cut away in the back than the rounded off neck joint of the RG550. Anyway, they're both great guitars. I love them, and they're my preference. But this one right here, I've been slowly accumulating parts, so I'm going to actually put this pick guard on this guitar. I've been waiting for about a month to receive this pick guard, and I finally got it in. It's from Storm Guitars out of South Korea, and I just got that piece in. And now that I've got that, I'm also going to switch out the standard pickups that come in the RG550 because it's stock. I'm going to put in a True Velvet, exactly the same pickup that is on the 2550, and I'm going to put in this is a DiMarzio. I'm going to put in a Joe or a Mojo. This is a DiMarzio Mojo, which I'm going to put in the neck position, and no, I'm going to put this in the bridge. So I'm going to put the Mojo in the bridge, and I'm going to put a this is a PAF Joe that I'm going to put in the neck position. So this is going to go in the bridge, the Mojo's in the bridge, and a PAF Joe is going in the neck, because I have already used a Mojo in the bridge on my black, on this Maestro guitar. I've already put in a Mojo, and it sounds, oh man, this guitar with that pickup in it just sounds great. So having already familiarized myself with the Mojo, basically because of the work of Joe Satriani. So I love Joe's sound, I love his tone, and I love the flavors and the tonal variations that pickup has, the Mojo. So I'm gonna put these pickups in this pickguard. I've got some brand new 500K pots, tone and volume. I've got a Fender 5-way switch I'm gonna put in it. I've got the Ibanez has a tone bleed capacitor, so that you don't lose the crispness of the tone when you turn down the volume. So I'm going to put that same capacitor in it, and I've also got a couple of capacitors, a new capacitor that I'm going to put on the volume. I just picked up this Forstner bit because I'm actually going to put in this guitar, one of the modifications that I'm going to do to this pickguard is I'm going to put this Tessie switch in it. It is a kill switch. So I'm going to put this kill switch in this pickguard. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to put it at this point, but I'm going to put a kill switch in the pickguard because I really want to play with that. And I've been kind of working with a kill switch idea on one of my Les Pauls, but this only has a tone and a volume, so I can't switch pickups and get a kill switch effect. But I've been listening to what Buckethead does with a kill switch, and I'm really interested in trying that out and adding that to my arsenal of techniques. So you know, I'm really inspired by the work of Eddie Van Halen. He was an innovator, and I have always modified my guitars, and I think it's important to me to personalize my things. So that's what I'm doing. I'm working on a project today. This pickguard that came from Storm Guitars, it's a printed pickguard. I was thinking that maybe it was actual swirled plastic, but no, it's a print. I don't know what printing method that they use, but I hope it holds up. I hope that it's durable over time, but you know, we'll see. You know, we'll see how that goes. The guitar body itself, one of the great things about white guitars is that they're very easy to touch up. This one already has a nick in it. This guitar was pretty much brand new when I got it, so all of the wear on the guitar is mine. I might fix that nick. I might, but I might not. You know, I don't know. I might just leave it in there and just let the guitar age naturally. Anyway, that's where I'm at today. I've already put some knobs on it, so I'm gonna just pull the pickguard and all of the electronics out of it and desolder the jack plate, the input jack, and just basically replace this whole guard, and I'll put the original knobs back on it. I might end up selling this pickguard with the electronics in it to cover the cost of the new components for the guitar that I'm using to personalize it. I got some wiring, some of that cloth covered wiring, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna spend my afternoon doing, is wiring up this pickguard, putting that Tessie switch in it, and basically revoicing this RG to something that'll have some more punch. I hope it'll have some more tonal variation and something that'll be unique to me. It'll be my build, my setup, my guitar. And man, I love this pickguard. I love the colors of it, the swirl look to it. It's really, I think, going to change the overall look of this guitar, and yeah, I think it's going to be awesome, you know. So I'm looking forward to it. So that's that's what I'm working on today, is modifying my RG. Alright, the first step in this modification is I'm just removing the strings. So I've just removed the top end. Now I'll remove the strings, and then I'm going to remove the pick guard and see what's going on back there. Okay, so the RG had some kind of like mirror coating on the back of the pick guard. So just a double-sided mirror on one side, black on the other, it looks like. So I put a foil tape on the back of this, and now it's ready. And then the jack plate had or the back cover where the jack is, had this silver coating on it. So now it's good. So we're on to the next step. All right, here we go. We're going to drill the hole for the Tessie switch, the kill switch. Okay, so here we go. We're going to get that done. Okay, here goes. I'm going to install this capacitor. Cutters. Okay, so here it is now. It's all wired up. I followed a diagram online that showed me how to wire the 5-way switch and where everything was supposed to go. So everything but the kill switch is wired in currently. So now I'm gonna seat the pick guard, put a couple of screws in it, and test it.